What is up, y'all? We are back, and apparently there is a giant gator that's crossed the Florida golf course. Everybody's losing their minds, but it's got almost 10 million views in a couple of days.
Wow.
I'm looking at this thumbnail here, and the thing is huge.
Yeah. It's a little. It doesn't even look real. It looks like a dinosaur.
Yeah, that thing is big. That's what she said. Sorry, so let's do this. Oh, Lord, hold on. Alright, ready?
The biggest freaking alligator I have ever seen in my life.
Sorry for the
Jesus, they must be 15 feet
vacuum
long.
cleaner in the damn hallway. That,
Wow.
yo, it's huge.
Have you ever seen anything that big?
Wow.
I think that's two guys in an alligator suit.
Wow.
Get next to it for perspective.
Wow.
Get next to it, yeah. Yeah, you go get next to it. I'll stay right back here. I can't even believe they're like staying this close to it. Are those things fast?
In a straight line, yeah. They tell you to run
zigzag.
Yeah.
Right.
God. He's minding his own business too, just chilling.
Yeah, just walking along the golf course.
And there's your people over there messing with alligators.
I don't think I will ever live in Florida. That's for sure.
Alright, so before we discuss this, you have to explain to me why white folks harass wild animals without fear.
I do not know. Like dogs.
She's not
scare
part
me.
of it. She's not part of that.
I'm not. Dogs even scare me. I got like chomped at my face almost by a pit bull once. Like in high school or something, and it was like on a chain, and someone like went to chomp it at me, and it was like right there. It was a scary pit bull.
I believe it.
I'm not saying all pit bulls are bad and all that
Wow,
nonsense. I'm just
dogs.
saying it happened to be one. And I'm scared of dogs, so I would probably never mess with an alligator.
Alright, see, black folks, so whenever y'all see crazy stuff on TV, see, black folks have a saying. When we're watching white people do it, we be like, white people crazy.
Crazy white people. I mean, that's true.
You see, she's sane. See, so not all of them's crazy.
Yeah, they're a little freaky.
That thing was huge, and I was thinking of moving to Miami at one point. I really loved my trip to Miami.
Well, maybe you wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, exactly. I had my Adidas hanging out of an alligator's mouth.
Oh, no way. I do love sharks, though. Like, on my bucket list, I want to get one of those cages and, like, go out into the middle of the ocean.
Also, she's a little crazy. There it is. There's in there. See, it's just not alligators. So you want me to drop me in this tank? So this great white can swim around me, look at me like an hors d'oeuvre.
I do love sharks. They're my favorite animal.
Oh my God, the great white.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite one too, the
It
great
is.
white?
Well, there's so many cool ones. There's over 400 sharks in the world.
Oh shit, she knows.
Yeah, I do.
She
I
really
know all
does
about
like
dinosaurs
sharks.
too.
Sharks and dinosaurs. Well,
My first email address when I was 9 years old was dinoshark123.
well, what about what's the biggest shark that ever lived? What's that called?
The whale shark.
No.
Like the extinct one? Oh. I actually took a dinosaur class in college because I loved it. It was an elective, and I was like, I'm taking this science course. It was the hardest course I ever took.
Really?
So I don't remember its name, but they're really cool.
Yeah, and it's like when it shows you the jaw compared to like what a great white.
Yeah, it's like unreal.
And you're telling me there's something that big with that many teeth swimming in the ocean, like makes you wonder how big whales were back then.
Yeah, and then even like there's some creepy stuff in the ocean now that we know nothing about.
Nothing about.
The ocean does freak me out, but sharks are cool. I love Shark Week. Shark Week, I'm like in my
As it's
house
just glued to the
watching
screen.
TV the entire week.
What part of the world has the jumping sharks, the jumping great whites?
It's not New Zealand, right? I don't
Close
know.
though. Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. It's off the coast
New
of
Zealand
Australia.
is the shark capital of the world.
I didn't know that. Now, what I do know is that the reason why reptiles get so big is that when they're in a hot enough environment with all the food they can get, they literally just don't stop growing.
Because they just keep eating. That's
Yeah.
what I would be like if I wasn't into
because
fitness.
I've read. Yeah,
I'd be like
I
out of here
love
with
food.
the way I love sweets.
Yeah, I'm bad with that too. It doesn't matter. It's candy, it's cookies, cake,
Fast
ice
food.
cream, fast food. I mean, yeah.
Yum.
Sorry, we're reminiscing. I'm reminiscing right now.
I
With
know.
food. But what was I gonna say about the alligator? I mean, that looked big, like a
That was
a
probably
crocodile
like
almost. I mean, I didn't know they got that.
that was
big.
probably the size of like this room, like the lengthwise.
Yeah,
you
like
think?
at least half of it. Like that thing was big.
Like
you
to
know-
this wall, to that door.
Yeah.
I wonder how much
thing
that
was
weighs.
Big. Because,
I don't know.
you know, and then you know what I hate? It's probably going to be somebody go out there and try to shoot it and display it.
Right.
I always hate that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. What'd you think of the whole gorilla thing?
Oh my god, I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe how involved everyone is on that. But
Excuse me.
I feel very mixed about it. Because
Not to put you on the spot. Cause
no, that's okay. It's like a controversial
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
I read a ton of like testimonials and stuff from different like park rangers and people that work in the zoo and you know all that stuff. And this one woman wrote this whole thing about
On Facebook. Right?
yeah on
I saw
Facebook,
that, yeah.
and she wrote this whole long thing, and it was like it made sense to shoot the gorilla, which is awful because they're going extinct. But I mean, you can't put all the blame on the mom either. I mean, you should be watching your child, like bar none.
Yeah.
Like that could have been avoidable, that whole situation. But when it comes down to it, I mean, I don't know, because I think zoos are messed up, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah.
And I feel
don't know anymore.
controversial about it. I'm like, I feel this way, and then this way, and this way.
Because I had said in my video, I had done a video on it, and I said, I didn't believe in them anymore. Yeah, I don't go to them because, I believe they need to be free. But then there are people, there's some zoos that actually take in endangered animals, or that's
well, and that's
different.
good, yeah.
But
that's
I mean, just for the whole display for humans type of thing, I think they'd rather be free than,
Oh yeah, and I think with that whole situation is like what it comes down to is everyone's like bashing the zoo for killing it and bashing the mom and all these things, but like what if it was your child, or like you?
Yeah, a lot of people ask that question. What if it was your child?
And
I
it's
probably would
like-
have jumped in there with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
I know
honey,
me,
I'm right here. Like
No,
really?
no.
Like come on.
Right over, picked him up and ran with him. Hopefully the gorilla would let me get close. You know.
The whole situation was avoidable, and I think that
My thing was how'd the kid get down there?
right.
I'm like, how was your thing made that the little child was able to get in?
Yeah. I agree with that, and I also think like obviously kids get away. I mean, I have younger brothers, so I used to babysit them all the time, and I nanny for some other kids sometimes, and kids just like get away sometimes. But like, it must have taken how long for the kid to get all the way down and then drop? First of all, how's the kid even alive after dropping 15 feet? I think that's crazy.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, he was dragging the kid. And people were like, yeah, but did he get the injuries falling all the way down there? Or did the gorilla? Because the gorilla was dragging him through water. So it's like,
Yeah, and I think it's really awful. I mean, I know the people that, like really, really avid like animal lovers and, the zookeepers like must be so upset. Like they're like people to them and to a lot of people, which is, I mean, there's no life worth more than or less than another life. But I just think after reading all those things from experts and people that actually know what they're talking about, that the right decision was made considering the circumstances.
Right.
But I do think the circumstances could have been avoidable.
Yeah, I wish I was there and more well schooled in behavior of apes and all that stuff, because then I would have, I'd have had a more firm opinion. But my whole thing was like, I don't know, but I felt as though he didn't have to be killed, but it was.
But then they were also saying
I feel like they
like
were panicking.
yeah.
I think it was more.
And then I think they were saying if you shot like a tranquilizer, it could have like angered him more, and it
Yeah.
would have also taken between like 15 minutes, I think, and like 30. So I mean, who knows what would happen during that time? But
Now, I'm sure a bunch of people make comments that don't know. Like some people are like, "Well, they got tranquilizers that put down elephants. Give him that size one so he drops instantly." You know, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
That much might kill him
yeah, you
or
just
not.
like.
But then y'all killed him anyway. But
I think the whole thing is that they were experts that were dealing with the situation, and the experts did what they felt like was the safest route.
Right.
Which unfortunately means that they made the decision they did.
Yeah.
Which is upsetting, but I mean, I'm sorry, but there's worse things going on in the world.
Yeah, much worse. So on that note, don't go kill the damn alligator.
And
just for crossing the golf course.
Yeah.
Because you made a golf course where it lives. Okay. I'm
yeah,
sure.
and that's a thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already caging these animals up, and that's
moving
why
them
when
out
people,
too, with us developing, it moves them out of their natural habitat.
Yeah, and like not to bring up my shark obsession, but people talk about shark attacks all the time, and it's like, well, yeah, you're going into their home. Like, if a shark came into your home, wouldn't you kill it?
Yeah,
Probably.
It's tasty. But, what's I gonna say? Oh, okay. So on that note, we're gonna end the video. I'd like to let me see. Let me center this because I thought. Let's see. There it goes better. On that note, she says she used to nanny. So maybe you guys need a nanny. Woo! Just kidding. Let's go to spot.
I'm not a porn star. No matter what you guys seem to think.
All right, y'all. Her channel will be linked below in the description box. All right. Make sure you go check her out, where she trains and she vlogs and she models and does all that.
And I
good
eat
stuff.
sweets sometimes.
Yeah. So she gets to indulge once in a while. Yeah. You want to pig out too.
My one video is just like after my photo shoot in California, and I'm just like, fudge, cookies, marshmallows,
I did see
cannolis.
that. Yeah. She's losing it.
I'm paying for it now though, so.
Yeah, you gotta work it off. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. 1 million subscribers.
Woo!